Alright guys, so I just want to take this video to kind of lay off the news stories and whatever have you. Uh, but this video is going to be a little bit different. I've done these videos for my channel if you go back far enough, but it was with some of my friends because my life isn't fucking interesting. So I let them tell their stories on my channel. I might still do that. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, let's get into this story. So this story is one of those quote-unquote people at Walmart stories, which you usually see on the internet every now and then. And honestly, I didn't kind of believe these people because the shit that they say happened at Walmart is just... anyway, so this all began when I wanted to buy a new jacket because I usually wear jackets a lot. That's just my thing. So we decided to go to Walmart because they're having a sale to go buy, a cheap-ass jacket until we can afford a nicer one, right? So we're sitting there looking at jacket sizes, what fits, when this lady walks up and she starts telling me like, oh, try this size, that size is like it fits you, you want to try this. And honest to God, I thought she was a worker, my mom thought she was a worker. We're like, oh, thanks lady. She helped me find a perfect jacket. I looked at her and she had a Mickey Mouse shirt with some weird ass stains on them I can't explain. And definitely the weirdest thing I've seen all week. So what happened next was this lady's just awkwardly standing there after I got my jacket, and she starts to engage in conversation with us. And she starts talking about shopping with her son, which is like, okay, you're talking about, memories, shopping with your son. Relatable shit, right? And then she starts talking about her son's obsession with parachute pants in the 90s. Yeah, great topic choice. So we ended up talking to her for about 5 minutes. I was pretty sketched out. I really didn't want to be in this situation anymore. So we decided to say goodbye. We walked away. And as I noticed we're walking away to checkout, she's right behind us. I'd say a good 5 feet behind us with her cart, still trying to talk to us. And it just did not help the situation at all. But essentially what ended up happening was she left us alone and we went to the checkout line. And for me, that was a goddamn relief. Because after her 5-minute conversation about parachute pants and her son living in Las Vegas, yeah. So I'm sitting there in the checkout line, and I thought to myself, what are the chances that I poke over and I see her slowly creeping up next to us in this line? Well, I'm fucking Harry Houdini or some shit, because I look over, and she is slowly coming into this line. At this point, I could not believe what I was fucking seeing. All right, this is, yeah. So we're sitting in line, and she comes up right next to us. She doesn't say anything for a while, surprisingly. So I guess that was kind of a relief on me and my mom at this point. So after a few awkward minutes of standing in line, she she looks at me, and she's eating a. So she looks at me. She's eating some chips or something. I couldn't tell what it was. So she turns around, looks at me, and says, "You want a Funyun?" And I kind of just stood there, like, "I'm sorry, what the fuck? Did you just offer me a Funyun?" So I politely declined because that's kind of what you do. I was like, "No, thanks. I'm not in the mood for Funyun." And of course, I never really liked onions in the first place. So my mom's like, "Yeah, he doesn't like onions." And this lady was like, "What? You don't like onions?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry, lady. I honestly to God, just fuck onions." And she started going a little rant about how good onions are. And overall, it was just a very, very weird little conversation about onions and Funyuns. So after that weird little bit, we finally get my jacket in this bag, that you take out of the store, and we're walking away. And my mom was polite, and she said, "All right, goodbye, ma'am. You have a nice day." And this lady looks at us and says, "And you have a nice day too, young man." And she gives like the creepy little wave with the fingers. And I did not want to be in Walmart anymore. I got my mom to walk as fast as she could out of that fucking store and into the parking lot. I've actually told a couple of my friends this. Some of them believe them, some of them don't. I don't blame them, especially when it was coming from me. But yeah, I think I'll just leave the video off here. I hope you guys enjoy this little short video. Again, my uploading schedule's fucked up. I apologize for that. None of you guys have probably watched this video and thinking I have good content, but yeah, again, hope you enjoyed. You probably didn't. Good for you. I support that. And I'll see you guys in the next fucking video. Oh, Jesus Christ.